is Nurushaida binti Muhammad Yusof and my metric number is A20A2249. For introduction, this assignment requires the use of Microsoft Access application software to record student data for the Aisha Tuition Center. As the number of students keeps increasing, the data grow larger and become more difficult to be managed. Currently, the tuition center has 50 students and 5 teachers. Someone has suggested for Aisha to buy an enterprise software that may cost her more than 10,000 ringgit. After that, we need to be done such as creating a form to record and obtain student data. Both record fees and issue receipts as well as record expenses. Then determine the total income by the most popular categories, expenses and preschool. Finally, it is necessary to make a report on the profit and loss on the finance of the Aisha Tuition Center.
Assalamualaikum sir, my name is Muhammad Azmami Kamarudin and my entry number is A20A1532. First, I'm going to present about the question number 1, that is recording and retrieving the student data. This form is used to see the number of students and name of the student that they are studying in the Aisha Tuition Center. This form is included of 8 data, that is student name, student ID, address, their phone number, email, and the parent's name, school name, and finally the registration. Next, I'm going to present about the second question, that is recording student fees and generate fee receipt. This fee form is basically a record to track down the number of students that register, how many subjects throughout the year. This fee record form including fee ID, student name and fee date, and we can see that the item ID, tuition package and number of quantity that they are tuition package that registered throughout the whole year. Besides that, there are fee receipt button and in this fee form where you can click the fee receipt to see the receipt and total amount of the student has to pay.
For expenses in Aisha Excellent Tuition Center, there are expenses. Among them are rent, utilities, salary and other expenses. For rent is 800 ringgit per month. For utilities is 400 ringgit. It includes 100 ringgit for water bill and 300 ringgit for electric bill. For the salary is 800 ringgit in total for 5 teachers. For other expenses is 200 ringgit, but it is not on a monthly basis. Among the example of other expenses are damage repair expenses and others.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Hijratul Munawwarah binti Syawal and my metric number is A20A1866. Okay, for the report of total income by package, popular at the top. For tuition package, for SPM, the quantity is 20, UPairs R, the quantity is 15, and the PT3, the quantity is 15. Next, for report of total expenses by expenses category, for expenses category salary, the amount is 800 ringgit, the rent is 800 ringgit, utilities is 400 ringgit, and other expenses is 200 ringgit. The report of total income by school name, highest at the top. For SMK Tasik Damai, the number of students is 10. For SMK Samtek, the number of students is 10. For SMK Megat Has, the number of students is 10. For SMK Dato Ahmad Said, the number of students is 10. For SMK ACS, the number of students is 3. SMK ST Michael, the number of students is 2. SMK Men Convent Ipoh, the number of students is 2. SMK Anderson, the number of students is 2. And lastly, SMK F Maria Convent, the number of students is 1.
My name is Anis Illa binti Ahmad. My metric number is A20A2107. For the report profit and loss of total income expenses per month, for January, our income was 4,100 ringgit. For salary, 800 ringgit. For gross profit, 3,300 ringgit. For expenses, 2,200 ringgit. And for our net profit, we get 1,100 ringgit. For the second month, February, our income is 4,100 ringgit. For salary, 800 ringgit. For gross profit, ringgit, and for expenses we spend ringgit. For our net profit, we get ringgit. For the next month, March, our income was ringgit. For salary, ringgit. Gross profit also get ringgit. And for expenses, we spend ringgit, and we get a net profit for ringgit. And it same goes to next month until December. Many companies and business choose a Microsoft Excel as a data management system that assists them to store data for reference, reporting, and analysis. Microsoft Excel helps analyze large amounts of information and manage related data more efficiently than Microsoft Excel. Additionally, implementing a database management system is quick and simple. In conclusion, our group has successfully released a report for Asia Excellent Tuition Center that illustrates the relationship between each document. We were able to identify the actual input and outflow of funds for the tuition center, and we set up a structured and systematic database system so Aisha could run her company effectively.